the MJ versus LeBron debate, but for AI automation. This is N8n versus Zapier, and which automation platform you should be using to automate your tasks. And I'm going to be ranking the top 5 most important things for any user. And after building over 200 plus workflows on both N8n and Zapier, I am going to give you my personal opinion on these 5 top things. And let me know in the comment section if you agree. So first things first is user interface. It's by far, I'm going with N8n. Zapier is so ugly to look at. It is just so hard to look at. N8n is so addicting, especially dark mode with all the apps. Like, you just can't beat the user interface that N8n has. Then you've got user friendliness. So I'm actually going to go with N8n on this one. You know, for somebody who's just getting into AI automation or just automation building in general, Zapier is somewhat easy to use. But honestly, N8n, in terms of user friendliness, I think it just works in with the user interface. It's just easier to look at. It's easier to piece workflows together. So I'm going to go with user friendliness for N8n. Okay, so now an app library, very, very important. And we're actually going to go with Zapier on this one because Zapier has over like 6,000 apps that you can connect to it. It is the most well-connected automation platform on the internet right now. N8n, unfortunately, does not have as many connections as Zapier. However, guys, like if you just look up API docs on the internet for a certain application you want to connect, you can create any HTTP request that you want. Basically meaning you can connect any app you want through N8n. So it shouldn't hold you back. Then we've got advanced logic. So I'm actually going to go with N8n on this one. Zapier is just, personally, it doesn't allow as many connections as N8n does. N8n, you can get so granular and you can connect so many applications like through one node. Like I could set up one node and connect it to 20 different apps at once and fire all of them. With Zapier, I can't really do that. And then finally, and the most important thing is price. So what I'm going to do is actually in the beginning, if you are a beginner who is just getting in automation building, it's not a huge difference, but Zapier is probably going to win for you here. It's in the beginning, if you are just doing minimal tasks work and basic automation building, you don't need it barely, it charges per task. So you don't really need like N8n, right? But once you start building more and more tasks, it actually charges you more and more. So you go from starting from free to charging a monthly, which is the same N8n. And then the more tasks you use, you actually have to pay more and more with Zapier. So we're going to go with N8n on this one. Plus N8n is only $24 a month. And if you host it on your computer, it's totally free. So that's my opinion.